Hey everybody, this is Grace, and I'm having one of those days, let me tell you. And it's only 9:45 a.m. Whew, April 1st, April Fool's Day, yeah, it's gotta go wrong. I'm not planning on April Fooling anybody, but if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm trying to get one of those little antibacterial wipes. Yeah, but anyway, it has been, I'm telling you, I'm being April fooled by the AI. The AI, YouTube's artificial intelligence really hates me. It does. Oh my goodness. I realized, I guess today, yesterday, the day before, whenever it was, that, it all started coming together, that I have these, let me go start here. I have these two original channels. I started one of them 5.5 years ago, and the other one, I think it'll be 5 years and on the 5th, just a few days, 4 days from now. And both of those channels, back whenever I started up that first one, August the 21st will be 6 years. And to make videos, that first one, me and a bunch of other people kind of started around the same time. And it was much closer. People were much closer, closer communities back then. It wasn't about selling. So the people were, more interested in one another and community. And it was a shopping channel, it was basically only shopping. I did a few little other things here and there. It was mainly shopping videos. And that channel, at some point I noticed that some of my videos, mine was doing okay, but not as okay as other people. And all of a sudden, like, view counts would disappear. They would just disappear. And I knew it had problems. And then the second one, I started another one, like I said, the 5th will be 5 years. And I tried on that one, and tried doing videos. I was going to do more makeup on that one, and then I kind of gave up on it. But anyway, eventually I started doing videos about toxic people on that channel. And it's basically toxic people and a little other stuff, but mainly toxic people. And I knew it had a problem too. And then I wanted a channel that I wanted to put just videos that I didn't want on either one of those channels, or I just didn't like the video for whatever reason. And I did that. And that one's not that great, really. And way down the line, I guess maybe close to 3 years later, I don't know, I decided those channels had so many problems, view counts disappearing, just so many problems. And so I made two channels, like the original two, and they had different stuff. I mean, on Creator Classic, on Classic, under the analytics, it had different things. It had it was different than the original too. Okay, so I liked the differences. Now that we have Studio, it doesn't make a difference at all, really. I don't know if there's going to be any difference between those, but now on my my channel, my original channel that I did for toxic people, mine never got as, grew as fast as other people's. And I know some of it's because I'm kind of scattered. I do stream of consciousness kind of videos, and people, make comments about it, but that's just how I'm going to do it. And I'm not on camera. I used to be on camera when I first started doing those shopping videos and the videos, but I learned that I could do it better when I'm multitasking, driving down the road. Well, with what's going on today, you see what you're seeing is because, this social distancing, and now Texas, I'm in Texas, it's under a, he doesn't want to call it, the governor doesn't want to call it a shelter in place or stay at home. You can only go out, though, for essential things, or if you're an essential worker. And if you're caught not doing other, he basically said that the police could fine and or imprison you. I think the imprisonment he said was 180 days, could be up to, or is. I don't know. So this is what I'm going to be doing in the house. Adam's at home working from home and during the day, and even with him there, it's too difficult to do videos because he likes to watch TV on the other time, and it's very loud, and there's no room I can go in. So, since I fell and hurt my knee, I can't go upstairs. It's just a mess. And today, yeah, like I said, I was starting to talk about the last 2 days, 2 or 3 days, I started noticing something, and I checked it out, and it is that if somebody is subscribed to my main channel, the one that has the most subscribers and views, if somebody is subscribed to my channel and they click on it to see, my latest video, or just click on that little icon, it depends, and it's not always that this happens, but it happens. If they do that, it says no videos. Now, I know that with all this going on, today is April 1st, like I said, 2020, with all that's going on, YouTube is having issues, so I'm not one to complain. This is everybody. We're all feeling it. Everybody, not just about YouTube, of all this. It's a bad time. And so I'm not one to complain, and I know if I, sent them an email, feedback, questioning what's going on, it might not get fixed anytime soon. So I know that, and I've noticed that for the past month or so, when I put up a video, hardly anybody would watch. Well, it seems like they might not be getting notification. And I know I'm not the only person on this. I've seen that happen to at least 1 or 2 other channels, and their channel is more popular than that one of mine. And one of them, she's rather popular, I guess. Not, in the hundreds of thousands, but, somewhere, up there. But, so I know it's not going to be fixed. And then my thought is, well, I'm doing these videos, and I do have these other channels. And, again, I've always wanted just to be able to feel free on my other, these newer channels, and just put up videos on any topic, somewhat stick to a topic, and just put them up, and as many as I want a day, okay? And anyway, so I might do that. I'm trying to figure out what am I going to do, how am I going to do it, and I've done this on this channel before, say, what would I do, and before all of this, before even knowing anything about this, I've said it twice, I think, I wanted to switch to this channel. But it's like, you make a video and maybe one person watches it, or, and you've been doing YouTube videos for 5 years, 5.5, however long it was then. It's like one person watches, wow, But like I was saying, I was going to get to the part of why YouTube AI seems to really hate me, and that is besides that of the if they click on it, it's going to say no videos. Really, it shows no videos. Then they have to click on another one. But nobody knows that. I know it because I kept trying. And it wasn't every time. And I have an Android phone and an iPad. And I checked on both of those, and it would do it every once in a while. And, and plus, I know that mine does this and other people's do this. If they do click on subscribers, subscriptions, or whatever it is, that they want to watch, they might not show up, and if they click on it, it can say videos that started months ago. Videos that were uploaded months ago instead of current ones. And that's happened before. That's happened more than once before. And I know I'm not the only person that's happening to. So, it made me think, what I really want to do here. This is a good time to try my other channels and work on those, and if nobody's going to be watching my videos anyway, might as well try it on those and put up however many a day of whatever kind. And plus, I know I personally went through this. This is 3 weeks and 2 days that I've basically have been, what some call shelter in place and stay at home or whatever. And I think I went out one time early on for, I think, chicken, drive-through. And then I drove around the block someday last week, just drove around the block. I'm not in an area where it's, where that might cause problems. Who's parking behind me? Yeah, I don't like that. It's all suspicious. Yeah, that's not good. 2 cars. Anyway, this real life happens in the middle of a video. But, yeah, I'm not in an area like I would be, oh, wow. Would I would be in the way of any EMT, any ambulance? I wouldn't be in the way. It's not a very, it's out in the exurbs. They call it not the suburbs, but the exurbs. So it's a lot of farm and stuff, and it's not high traffic area. What in the world is going on here? Seriously. Okay, I'm getting a little freaked out about this. It's four cars. Oh, I think they're working on the sidewalk, but they're in cars. Really, they're in cars. Not. They have those vests on like city, workers, but they're in cars. They're not in the truck. That's weird. Yeah, I'm seeing it through my rearview mirror, in case you're wondering. My rearview mirrors, and that's just freaky to me. But anyway, it was like all of a sudden a whole bunch of cars, and this is an area where it's you hardly ever see cars. So anyway, now the other thing, on that original channel, the one that I do about toxic people, the original one that I started 5 years ago this month, I mainly do about toxic people, including crazy neighbors. And one of my videos, right after all that demonetization of small channels, that was in, I think, February. And then I think it was in June that I did that video, and it went for that channel, the size it was at the time, it went kind of viral for that size of a channel. Okay. And I had a lot of thumbs down and a lot of negative comments because they wanted to see people that actually see people. Well, those are staged. Mine wasn't staged. Mine was real. And no, I wasn't going to show my neighbors. Who sets himself up for that kind of crap? And who would want somebody to? Like I said, the other ones, they're pretty much, the ones I've seen, they're staged. It's an act. But, yeah. Anyway, so I got a lot of thumbs down on it, and more than I've ever had at all, I think total at the time, ever. And the AI apparently really hated that, and took me from having, suggested videos. You can see what's your percentages of suggested videos. Mine averaged around 25% all those years, those years before then. Well, it knocked it down to, I think it was somewhere under 10%. And I made a video saying I was ghosted by the AI, and sometime later, I don't know how many months later. And then it made me think, well, I'm going to write them and ask them, give feedback and ask them. Well, they bumped it down to almost nothing. And recently I checked again, and I had worked up to where it was like 3%, sometimes a little higher, up to, I think up to like 10%. I don't think it ever got to 10%. And recently it went down to like 0 point something percent. This AI just really hates me, really does. And then to do that about somebody clicks on my icon and they say no videos sometimes. It actually says no videos. And I'm like, okay, yeah, it just really doesn't like me. But like I said, I don't think I'm the only person, so. Okay, but it did make me think, what do I want to do? I mean, at this time, whenever, and that could possibly happen to my original channel too, because I put up a video on it, and usually I get a few, usually, it's a channel I don't hardly ever use anymore, and since I'm not shopping because of all this, I'm really not using the channel. But the views got down to almost nothing too. So I'm like, yeah, whatever's going on, who knows how long, all this stuff is going to keep going on in the world we're living today. And, it's very sad, very, very sad how this is going. And we're all locked down in Texas, like I said, until the 30th of this month at least. And not really, the way they put it, they don't know. But it's basically locked down. That's how I say it, just basically. Anyway, so I don't see that, my channels, the small channel, any channels maybe, getting fixed. And so I've got to figure out what I want to do. Now I do have this other channel, you know, this other channel I was fed up back in November, I guess. I don't know what was on my mind back in November, but I started another channel, but I think it was that I got this microphone and I was going to use PowerPoint slides and my microphone, which I can't do now because Adam's home, and made videos like that. And I started that channel, and I think I made maybe 4 or 5, and they did pretty well, you know, for that. It did. But I just wanted to try it out, so I didn't use it again, you know, after that. And I just wanted to see what it was like, what was going on, you know, what was new. Yeah. But at some point, I have to decide what I'm going to do all around. Because when my channels, those channels, people do videos like mine, and I've seen them, they're get much more views and stuff like that. But I really think mine was somehow affected from the beginning. The one that's 5.5 years and the one that's 5 years old, because of the disappearing view counts, you know. And I mean, I'm not really that high on all that kind of stuff, you know, in a way. But I do like to watch the analytics. I do. So that's my thing, is I like to watch the analytics. You know, of course, there are other reasons to do videos, of course. But I also, you know, on the side, I like to watch the analytics. And now with everything that's going to change, it was supposed to have, Creator Studio was supposed to have disappeared last month, March. This is April 1st. But I'm guessing because of all the issues going on in the world today, and they don't have that many employees, that it didn't happen. And I'm guessing. I don't really know. Okay, I paused it for a second. You know, clicked it off and on. But yeah, I can see that happening. That could be the reason. And but I really do. I mean, if it's, I've done all those years, and those channels don't really grow that much. One of them, the one that has the most subscribers, it gets like a subscriber every day. Almost every day it gets a subscriber. One. Just one. And that made me start to wonder what the heck's going on, because it all of a sudden started happening like, I don't know how many months ago, just more recent, maybe just this year. I don't know. It wasn't that long ago. And it just get one subscriber. It's just been a weird channel. Overall, a weird channel. Now, the 2 that I had, that I made, you know, because I was tired of all that, those 2, this one and another one, hardly have any subscribers. And, you know, on those other ones, I have all those subscribers, and I've known that some people say that if you get 5% of your subscribers actually watch your videos, that's high. I don't know about all that. I really don't know. But it would hardly get like, you know, if, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 people would actually comment. And I would never know, is anybody else watching? Who are these other people? Like 1 or 2 or 3 people comment. You know, earlier on, we had more of a community. Yeah, back then people were more community and focused. So anyway, I don't know. Sometimes I think, you know, that new channel I made in November, maybe I just should throw everything on there, because I'm not going to be doing shopping videos. But just throw everything on it, just everything. And now that I have all this time, I told Adam yesterday, I said, I've got to do something in my life that's like a job, something structured is really what I was saying. And I'm not really good at staying on a schedule. I've tried this over these years to put myself on a schedule for anything. Not good at it, you know. You know, for me, I'm a free agent. I'm a homemaker. I do videos, and I don't have to be on any schedule. So I've worked enough years. I was a career student as an undergraduate and graduate student, and I had too much of a schedule. Too much rigidity. So now I'm not. I'm trying to not. And so anyway, I told him yesterday, I said, maybe I just should try to make YouTube my job. And I know I won't be on any schedule, but, you know, like make it something I must do. You know, try to figure out how. So I don't know what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to, you know, like I was doing this, a month or so ago. I said, I don't know what I'm going to do because of all that was going on with my channels. And it's like that. It's like, I can't have one particular thought for long because something will go on. And I think what happened, just as it's happened before, is I would put up videos and maybe a few people would watch it. And it's like, okay, that's a lot of work, for that, just a few, like a handful of people watching, if that many, And the other channel, I think it has maybe 30 something subscribers. And like I say, if he's 5% of that, wow. And if I get that, some people are just joiners, I'm not a joiner. But anyway, I don't know. I mean, it's like a lot of work for, why are you doing the videos? What are you, various people have various reasons they're doing videos. I don't even have a PayPal, so mine is not about money. And I do them. It's good to have somebody hearing them, listening, watching. There's nothing to watch these days, but it hasn't been for a while. I stopped doing videos on camera, with me on camera, but it's kind of strange. It's an odd feeling to put up a video and maybe one or two people watch. Besides me, when I'm editing and such, or they're like checking it out, checking that channel out and finding out it had ghosted me. And yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what I wind up doing. I'm probably going to do that whole thing again of, just trying them out and see what works, and these days and times, I was going to say that earlier, that I know whenever I first started staying home, all I wanted to watch was TV, was about what's going on in the world today. I'm not saying that because people have said don't say it, but we know what's going on in the world today. And that's all I wanted to see was on the news. That's it. And I spent my time doing that. But after a while, I said, okay, I can't do this anymore, and do that anymore. And every once in a while I do watch it. In fact, I want to go watch Cuomo right now. I don't know if he's on right now or not. It's 10:08. But anyway, so I'm going to be doing this again, and hopefully I'll figure out what I want to do with my channels, and which one really I want to do. And with this time, when I have so much time, I can make videos more. And I do have a lot of notes that I had written over time, years, maybe years, that I never got to, that are topics I think that other people might be interested in, and all that. So I want to do it. I want to get them out. So, it might be more than one or two or three. Maybe a 3 is probably would be my maximum a day to put up. But who knows? I have some right now that I've had for a while. In fact, I want to make them public. I did one yesterday. It was from early in March. Yeah. And today's April 1st. So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. I'm going to go in. I'll talk to y'all in another video.